All right, what's up, swing traders? Snacks here, and I got the trade report for August 22nd, 2025. And today is the big day out of Jackson Hole with Jerome Powell speaking at, I believe it was 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 10:30, somewhere in that area. So certainly won't be front loading that. But look, guys, we are going to jump in and do a bit of market breadth here. It's really been the same all week. It's been the same for a while, guys. We've been looking for this pullback, and I'm seeing so many people, really upset with it all over the Twitter space or X, and everyone's just like, this is healthy. We've been looking for this. We're really light going into it, just knowing this was coming. So look, this couldn't be more well timed than today with Powell speaking. All right, so we got a nice healthy pullback in the market, and we could get the catalyst to get us right back on trend. As we've been seeing with each one of these pullbacks on the current trend that we are in, right, as the push from the tariff sell-off into all-time highs, every pullback has gotten bought up and right back onto trend, even going back to just a couple Fridays ago right here, right? So look, we are very excited about this. I'm gonna go through a list of, it looks like about 10 momentum stocks, things that have been trending very hard that are pulling back to most of them right at their 50. Look, it's the perfect triple R setup. This is what we wait for. All right, so no more beating around the bush. Guys, my 60-day boot camp starts in 10 days, okay? September 1st, we are launching that. And if you want to learn from a top 0.1% trader, I'm here to help you. I've wanted for a decade to get to a point in my trading where I can help others, and I'm there now. So look, if you want me leaning over your shoulder for 60 days, turning you into a self-reliant, self-sufficient trader, then that is exactly what you'll get, and it is my pilot, so it's $250. I mean, come on. It might as well be free, right? But I've got to have some monetary attachment to it so you will show up, because if you do show up, I can help you. So I'm very excited for that, and thank you to anyone joining. I look forward to seeing you there come next Monday. And we're going to jump into our stocks. Like I said, most of this will look the same. All right, we're looking for some of the strongest trenders, giving us our bread and butter triple R setup right here, okay? So this is CRDO pulling back, reacting off of the 50, getting a continuation day yesterday off of the hammer candle. And guys, we are right below our trigger. This is absolutely textbook triple R right here. And we could probably get a push to new highs on this entry, okay? If we get a positive reaction to the Fed, I won't say that 100 times. That's what we're looking for today. If we get a negative reaction, then I do have some pretty bearish looking charts that we can play. We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna go into this with the hope and the thought that we're gonna get a positive reaction and back on trend for the market. But again, here's CRDO, perfect triple R setup, and we could possibly get our trigger coming out of that meeting today. Reddit is very similar. All right, we didn't get as deep of a pullback, but I mean, this thing ripped out of its earnings report. We did get our pullback. We got a reaction at or around our level, and a remount of that level would be the triple R setup triggering on Reddit. And we've got net, looks great, okay? Again, we're getting a reaction at or around our level and getting back above, it was at Wednesday's highs, and remounting the 9 here would be just a perfect entry, okay? Still looking for that same sort of move where we come up and test prior all-time highs, consolidate a bit under it, break through, pull back, and go again. And guys, if we're able to get into net, I think I want at least a 3-to-1, possibly even 4-to-1 on that, because we have plenty of time before the next earnings, and we would be breaking a major level that we've already tested one time. So net is very attractive to me. Palantir is something that you don't get many chances on. For my style of trading, right? Yeah, I've just stayed away from it for a while. But we've gotten our first real pullback in a few months here. And guys, beautiful hammer candle off of the 50. And if we can get a remount of the 9, the risk reward on this is absolutely fantastic, okay? And we would, again, be wanting some new highs. I don't even think you need to give it that much. I would say the 50 would be the level it needs to hold again, and boom, right there. 3-to-1, we could easily be targeting on Palantir for new highs, because I do believe we will get a squeeze if we get a move above that 9. Again, that would be the idea. Tesla, this isn't exactly a triple R setup, but we had our breakout of a bit of structure here. We had a wedge breakout, a retest. It's holding the 50 in some levels back over the 200. I think this could be a trigger. I think Tesla wants to go. I'll never go full size on Tesla again. I haven't traded Tesla since, you can see back here, but look, man, you just, You don't know what Elon's going to do or say. Currently, it seems that he's easing off of the whole political stuff, but I'm not comfortable going full size in Tesla. But Tesla does move, so you can still get quite a nice move on it. Full size reward, right? Because I would be wanting, 3.5 to 1 here on this trade. If we get a trigger, then we're still going to get a potential of realizing a full sized reward with a half size risk on this trade. If we get back over the 200, I am interested. We've got Hood, another one of these ones that we are getting a reaction off of the 50. A remount of the 9 is textbook triple R setup. You can see how many times we have traded Hood on the triple R, and it really does respect structure, and this thing back on trend should go, okay? And we've got Dash, exact same thing. Again, another one of our frequent traders that you can see really does respect structure, and look at the reaction off of the 50. And guys, I mean, come on. If we get back over the 9, then we will immediately then be testing the prior all-time high level with new all-time highs above. Really attractive setup here on Dash. I am into it. And Oklo and CEG are, I mean, guys, it's the same thing over and over here, okay? We're seeing the same thing, right? We've got a trending chart on a strong stock backed by rising or growing fundamentals, right? That is the entry criteria for a stock entering our focus 50. And then here we've got the retracement, reaction, and a remount possibly happening. It's a triple R setup. Our bread and butter hits at over 70%, and it is at a minimum 2 to 1. And I think we're going to get slightly better than 2 to 1 on any entries we do take coming out of this meeting, should the reaction be positive. VST is another good looker here, and guys, over the 9, you know, it's got to be considered right there at the prior all-time high level. Again, a lot of those setups, okay? So some repetition there. All right, and then a peg play that I do like if we can get some momentum coming out of the meeting. It's not ready to trigger, I don't think, just yet. This could be a next week play, but it's on watch. I want to keep it on your radar. Back over our point of control with an upslope anchored VWAP. This is quite attractive to me as well. All right, guys, well, I guess there's one more solar. Okay, the only stock I'm willing to trade in the solar sector is giving us a pullback off of the initial rip off the news, and, you know, we'll watch it. But, you know, back over the 9 technically is interesting to me. If this sector is going to heat up, it's going to do it now. So this could be our opportunity at a trade in the solar sector. But look, guys, I think there's way more attractive things out there. CRDO, Net, Palantir right now, Hood, Dash, Oklo. There's a lot of stuff that I am very interested in. This is what we wait for, guys. This is the absolute definition textbook setup of a pullback on the indices. Okay, if we get back on trend on the indices, this is the triple R happening over and over on the spot. Boom, pulls back over our level, and look at the way things trend. Okay, that's what we're looking for out of our individual names, and we have got some absolute killers setting up. CRDO might be my favorite, but again, there are just so many happening right now. If you can't tell, I'm fucking excited. I think that this little push here, if we get a positive reaction and get our entries coming out of the speech today, I think that we're going to put on a couple trades here that's going to jump us right up over 200 on the year already, guys, and we still have the whole last quarter. We're going to more than triple our account based off of just a few setups. Look, if you want to learn them, come join me in my 60-day boot camp. It starts again on September 1st. Guys, I'm going to lean over your shoulders and teach you everything I have learned in the last decade to become a self-reliant swing trader that trades with market structure, with the backing of institutions. Guys, this is predictable, repeatable price action that we can get involved in time and time again, and I'm going to show you everything.